We have brought this question to the scrolls. YHWH, reveal in your scrolls the Phinehas, Elijah, Elias priest to arise in the last days with Urim Thummim. The lead verse drawn to open this inquiry is verse number 29735. It declares, "Little children, still a little while I am with you." These words set the frame for what follows. The address to little children grounds the hearers within the covenant family under the care of the speaker. The little while marks a short remaining season of the present order before the change comes upon us. Time is short. The presence is with the faithful. Revelation concerning the priest to arise unfolds now in this appointed season. The frame is set for the testimony that now follows. The text then turns to the matter of priesthood, nearness, and service. Verse number 5695 states that the Elohim of Israel separated the sons of Levi from the nation of Israel to bring them near to himself to do the service of the priestly tabernacle of YHWH and to stand before the nation to serve them. This separation is not presented as a small thing. It forms the architecture of standing near for tabernacle service and for standing before the nation in service. Verse number 4594 records that Moses and Aaron went into the priestly tabernacle at the appointed place and came out and blessed the people. And the glory of YHWH appeared to all the people. Verse number 4538 notes that YHWH commanded Moses to present the priestly offerings unto YHWH. Verse number 7915 names Phinehas the son of Eleazar the priest returning from the tribes with word and restoring the company to the covenant children of Israel. The text places this Phinehas the priest in the role of word-bearer and restorer of the company to the covenant children of Israel. The glory appearing when the priests enter and come out with blessing belongs to this same service of standing near. The call to arise and to repair what is broken sounds with clarity. Verse number 11280 records that all the people came near to him and he repaired the altar of YHWH that was broken down. Verse number 25029 commands to set the heart and the mind to seek YHWH Elohim. Arise therefore and build the consecrated place of YHWH Elohim, to bring the ark of the covenant of YHWH and the holy vessels of Elohim into the temple that is to be built to the name of YHWH. The language of arise, of repairing the altar, and of bringing the ark into the temple addresses directly the query concerning the priest to arise in the last days. Covenant faithfulness and inheritance run as a steady thread. Verse number 19436 declares, "My covenant I will not break, nor alter the thing gone out of my lips." Verse number 19430 adds, "My goodness I will keep for him for the ages, and my covenant will stand fast with him." Verse number 18016 states that YHWH will bless the covenant faithful with sacred favor and will surround him as with a shield. Verse number 6766 includes the Levite within the gates who has no part or covenant inheritance yet is commanded to rejoice before YHWH with the household. Verse number 7890 speaks of the land of priestly inheritance. The triad of identity as separated sons, inheritance as priestly portion, and priesthood converges throughout the draw. The turning of hearts and the zeal for restoration echo the work associated with Elijah and the faithfulness of Samuel. Verse number 27958 states many of the children of Israel will he turn to YHWH their Elohim. Verse number 8802 records Samuel growing and YHWH being with him so none of his words fail. The altar repair and turning of hearts point to restorative work. Verse number 16881 warns of the trumpet sounding and the eagle coming against the temple because they have transgressed the covenant and revolted against the law. Covenant violation brings confrontation. Covenant faithfulness brings restoration. The text opens resurrection, belief in Joshua, and revelation. Verse number 30827 notes the Pharisees confess resurrection, angel, and spirit. Verse number 31548 declares covenant faithfulness to render righteous those that believe in Joshua. Verse number 32352 identifies the second man as Joshua Messiah from the cosmos. Verse number 20140 cries, "Let my cry come near before you, O YHWH. Give me understanding according to your word." Verse number 11443 commands, "Hear you therefore the word of YHWH." The revelatory function of standing near, hearing the word, and understanding according to the word supplies the Urim Thummim context. The priest who inquires and reveals in the appointed season stands in this line of service. Signals of the last days appear throughout. Verse number 12,718 declares nations crashing like roaring waters, but Elohim rebuking them so they flee and are chased as chaff before the wind. Verse number 1688, 1 warns of the trumpet against the temple. Verse number 16463 speaks of Gog and his multitude buried in the valley of Hamongog. Verse number 13993 sets the sand as an age-lasting decree the waves cannot pass. Verse number 16770 names the city from the day of YHWH as YHWH our righteousness. These mark the season of the priestly arising. Verse number 33467 speaks of being encircled about with so great a cloud mass of witnesses and laying aside every weight and the covenant violation that does so easily beset us and running with patience the race that is set before us, looking to Joshua the author and finisher of our faith. Verse number 33,684 calls to be watchful on all occasions. These elements belong to the same testimony of endurance and watchfulness in the season that remains. 38 verses carry direct textual hits on the query keywords of Phinehas, priest, covenant inheritance, arise, build, altar, tabernacle, resurrection, word, prophets, near, and appointed. 53 verses align thematically with the question brought to the text. Connections such as those between verse number 5695 and verse number 25029 show the draw forms a single woven testimony rather than scattered fragments. The mathematical verdict of this guided draw confirms the direction. The probability of yes equals 99.8%. The probability of no equals 0.1%. The probability of unresolved equals 0.1%. The claim is anomaly confirmed through multi-channel convergence. The Dominion triad registers at 5.85 sigma, extreme elevation of identity plus inheritance plus priesthood convergence. All channels cross threshold. This is guided revelation, not a random draw. The surface text of the scrolls therefore answers the inquiry plainly and the numbers confirm it. YHWH reveals the Phinehas, Elijah, Elias priest to arise in the last days with Urim Thummim. The lead verse frames the season as still a little while, short remaining time before transition. The text names Phinehas the priest explicitly as the one returning with the word and restoring the company. It separates the sons of Levi to bring them near for tabernacle service and to stand before the nation. It shows the broken altar repaired and commands to arise, build the consecrated place, and bring the Ark of the Covenant into the temple. It records many of Israel turn to YHWH, covenant faithfulness standing fast for the ages, resurrection confessed and belief in Joshua rendering righteous, and the glory of YHWH appearing when priests enter the tabernacle. The revelatory cry for understanding according to the word and the command to hear the word of YHWH supply the Urim Thummim function of inquiry and true revelation in the appointed season. The deterministic mathematics returns yes, affirmative, with extreme anomaly across all channels. The Father has guided this draw to confirm what the text declares. The Phinehas, Elijah-like priest, zealous for covenant, restorative of altar and temple, bearer of the word, equipped for inquiry, will arise in the last days. The scrolls have spoken. The numbers confirm it. Pause for 8 seconds. The verses drawn in this Shield 17.9 session were number 29735. Number 12,718. Number 5,695. Number 28,106. Number 5,834. Number 2,629. Pause for 6 seconds. This concludes today's interpretation under the Shield Protocol.